Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Andrea, and today I'm just going to be showing you guys my experience with HelloFresh. My good friend here on YouTube, Carrie O'Neill, she actually shared one of her boxes with me because she is now a HelloFresh partner. I will link her code in the description box below. This video is not sponsored in any way. This is just my opinion on the whole HelloFresh thing. So with HelloFresh, you do get to choose from 2 to 4 family members, and you can pick 2, 3, or 4 meals a week. And you can also do low-cal options. They have veggie options, they have family-friendly options, and then they have meat and veggie options. So I went ahead and did the low-cal options, and for my first recipe, we are going to be making some of these Carne Asada steak bowls. And the nice thing about HelloFresh is they give you every single ingredient and it's already measured out for you. So you don't have to think about it. You just take everything out of the bag and you just follow the ingredient card. And I mean, it's one and done pretty much. The good thing also about HelloFresh is that most of their recipes can be completed in about 30 minutes. So to start this recipe, I am just going to be sauteing up some chives. You're not going to use the whole thing of chives. You're just going to use the whites of the chives, which is the bottom. And you're just going to melt that down with a tablespoon of butter. And then off screen, I am going to go ahead and just dice up any other produce that I have, such as the tomatoes and the jalapenos. Next, you're going to get 1 1/4 cups of water, and you're going to stir in the rice. And then you're just going to add a little pinch of salt and bring that to a boil. And then you're going to cover and reduce to a low simmer. And you're going to want to cook your rice for about 15 to 18 minutes until it's tender. So next, I'm just going to add some of this olive oil to one of my pans. And you are going to add in your patted down steak. And then I'm just salt and peppering this. Next, you're going to just add in the spices that they gave you. Just season the meat. And this is my tomato and chive little pico de gallo, and then these are the jalapenos, and I'm just adding some lime to that. They also gave you some guacamole, and you're going to mix that with the sour cream that they provided, and then another 1/4 of the lime. Next, you are going to add just a little teaspoon of sugar to that jalapeno mixture. And now I'm just going to plate everything up. So you're going to just add in your rice. And then you're going to top it with that delicious carne asada meat. Next, you're going to add in that guacamole sour cream mixture. And then you're going to top it with that pico de gallo and the jalapenos. This meal was really delicious, and I highly recommend it if they offer it. So on this night, I am going to be making the Gouda pork burgers. I had never had a pork burger, but you guys, this recipe was delicious. And as you can see here, again, they give you every single thing that you need, with the exception of, salt and pepper or sugar, things like that. You do need to have that for your recipes in some occasions, but they pretty much give you everything that you need. So first, what you're going to do is you are going to wash and cut your potatoes. They recommend cutting them into wedges, but I just wanted to just slice them easily. And as you can see, this onion was kind of icky. That was the only real complaint that I had. All the other produce was very fresh, but there was a little bad spot on this onion, so I just cut it off. It wasn't a huge deal, but... And then you're just going to slice this onion. And you're going to reserve some of it. And then you're going to dice up some of it as well to reserve for later. And then it wants you to zest the, it wants you to zest a quarter of the lime. And then you're also going to grate 2 of the cloves of garlic. Off screen, you're also going to cut in half your buns, and you can toast them if you like. I had never grated garlic before, so it was an interesting experience. And next, what you're going to do is you're going to add all of your potatoes to a baking sheet, and you are going to bake those in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. And then I did drizzle some olive oil, and I add the paprika and some salt and pepper to those potatoes as well. Next, you are going to just take some butter and put it in a pan, and you are going to saute those onions. You're going to need about 2 tablespoons of butter. And then you're going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of sugar to those onions and some salt. And you're going to want to cook these until they are translucent to brown, which could be about 10 to 15 minutes. Lastly, you are going to add another 1/4 of lime juice and the sriracha that they offer. And then you're going to just stir everything together. Now you're going to add that garlic and onion mixture to your pork. You're also going to add the remaining paprika, some salt, and then you're just going to use the same exact pan that you made the onions in. And you guys know me, I hate touching meat, and I'm sitting here saying, do I touch it? Nope, not today. So again, I'm using, but I need to invest in some gloves. Like, let's just get that out of the way. Let's just invest in some gloves. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So once your burgers are done on one side, you're going to flip them, and you are going to add the cheese. They also give you this mayonnaise, and you're going to mix it with sour cream, another 1/4 of lime juice, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and you're going to mix that up, and that is going to be the sauce for your burgers. There is the potatoes, all golden and crispy. The sauce was really good, and the pork burgers were so good, and I highly recommend this recipe as well. And then you just top it with your onions. Bada bing, bada boom, that's dinner. This recipe was a little bit more difficult, but it was really good. So the last night was Parmesan crusted chicken. This reminded me a lot of like chicken parmigiana, but like a more healthy version of it, I guess. And again, they give you every single recipe item that you need. All the ingredients are pre-packaged, measured out, and ready to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to boil up my noodles, spray down my pan for my chicken. And then I'm going to add the panko breadcrumbs, the Parmesan cheese, and the spices as my crust for the chicken. And then you're going to add a little squeeze of the lemon juice. And you're just going to mix everything together, making sure all the ingredients are evenly distributed. So you're gonna go ahead and in a separate bowl, you are going to add the mustard and the mayonnaise to spread on top of the chicken. And then just give everything a little mixy poo. They give you your 2 pieces of chicken. I'm just going to salt and pepper both pieces before I add in the mayo and mustard mixture. And these are definitely recipes that you can make again and again. Anyone who's watching right now who has never tried HelloFresh, you can easily grab all these ingredients and make this recipe at home. And I'm just adding the panko breadcrumb mixture to the top of the chicken. And then just the remaining fry seasoning right on top. And if you guys can hear Beauty and the Beast in the background, feel free to sing along. You are going to roast the chicken for 10 minutes on 450. And then you're going to cut up your tomatoes, add some olive oil, some salt and pepper. And then while the chicken is baking, you are going to go ahead and mix up the mixture for the spaghetti. You're going to need a tablespoon of butter, the remaining garlic, and the cream cheese, and a pinch of lemon zest. And then you're going to add in the pasta, which has been drained, but you don't want to completely drain it because you do want some of that water to help cook down the pasta a little bit. And then you're going to add the tomatoes to the baking sheet with the chicken, and you're going to stick those back into the oven for about 10 more minutes. And now I'm just adding in the pasta to combine with the mixture, and then topping that with the Parmesan cheese. Just make sure all of the noodles are completely covered with that cheesy goodness. And then of course topping with salt and pepper. And once all the noodles are evenly coated, you're just gonna cover that to keep everything warm and juicy. And you're gonna pull out your chicken and tomatoes, and then I am going to plate it. So you got your noodles, your chicken, some of the tomatoes, and then of course I am topping with some extra Parmesan cheese. So overall, I would highly recommend giving HelloFresh a try. They have lots of deals all the time, and of course you can use my friend Karies promo code to save some coin as well. But I do recommend it. I think it is quick. I think it is mostly easy. There are some more difficult recipes out there, but if you've been wanting to try it, I would definitely recommend giving HelloFresh a try. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch y'all in my next one. Bye!